What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tino here, as we're here today to do ourselves a little preview show of all the matches that will be going down in Glasgow, Scotland, Glasgow, Scotland, to this Saturday at Clash at the Castle. We only got 5 matches that will be going over here today, so let's not waste any time. Let me tell you which ones those are, and then let me give you my predictions. So I'm going to do this in the way I think they're going to be happening on the show, but first we're going to tell you the matches. So we got a triple threat women's tag team title match as we got Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, the tag team champions, as they put those titles on the line against Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks and the unholy union of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. We got Bayley putting that women's title on the line in her home country. She gets the opportunity to take on Bayley, that is. Piper Niven is going to go take on Bayley and see what she can do as she tries to become a champion on and her hometown. We got Sami Zayn putting that IC title on the line against Mr. Chad Gable. Chad Gable ready to take advantage, ready to take names and destroy everybody. We got the World Championship matches. It's Damian Priest taking on his own. Last time he was at Clash at the Castle, guys, we know what happened to Drew McIntyre. Well, this time he's going to try to not let it happen again. And he's going to try to go defeat Damian Priest for that world title. And he's going to finally try to finish his story. So we got that. And then in the main event, it is an I Quit match. It is a match that you can only win by saying and making your opponent say, I quit. So we're going to see what happens and what goes down when AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, and Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, go and face each other in an I Quit match, as it looks like this very well might be the last match of their feud. So those are the 5 matches that we got going down here today. We're going to go through the chat. I'm going to give you, and we're going to talk. So the more people in the chat, the more time we'll be here. But there's not too many matches to get to, so we could be here only for a little bit of time. But we'll have to see. So let's get to the chat. Let's roll up. We got Hassan in the house. What's up, Hassan? E3 new showcase got shut down. How come? What happened? I wish the bump will come back. Isn't the bump on every Wednesday still? And then we got Kinkley, the reigning, defending right now MVP. He is in the house. What's up? Thank you for stopping by, coming and hanging out with me for a little bit. So, guys, we don't got any more chats as of now, but let's get to the comments a little bit later, and let's go through these matches. And let me tell you how I think all these matches are going to go down. I'm going to give you my prediction. We're going to talk about each one, and then we'll get back to the chat, and we'll see what everybody's doing here today. So, the first match we're going to go over, and it's the match I think that starts off the show, because there has been talks about people possibly having this main event the show, but I feel like an I Quit match would only make sense to end the show, and I think they're going to want to have it be where Cody Rhodes is standing tall at the end of the show. So we'll have to see what goes down with all of that. But Drew McIntyre obviously lost his WrestleMania match. He won, I should say, to beat Seth Rollins. And then Damian Priest cashed in Money in the Bank, and he took it all away from him. So we'll have to see which way this goes down. But Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest are going to go at it, I think. And I don't know about you guys. We've been seeing a little stuff go on with the Judgment Day. We don't know where they're going. Priest, Rhea's gone right now, I should say. Finn and Dom are fighting over Liv Morgan's hotel room. Carlito's trying to get involved. JD looking more and more like Lord Farquaad every day. So I don't know which way this is going to go. I'm sure we're going to see some type of shenanigans with Judgment Day. But I'm going to say in the end, I'm going to say Drew McIntyre gets his moment. And I'm going to say Drew McIntyre wins the title. And again, it really would suck for Damian Priest to only have a short title reign. But you know what? He did get his WrestleMania moment. He did what he had to do at WrestleMania. He cashed in Money in the Bank successful. And you can now call, and you will always call Damian Priest a former world champion. So we'll have to see how many matches these guys have. But I'm going to say, and I'm going to take Drew McIntyre to pick up the win here and to walk out of Glasgow, Scotland as your new world heavyweight champion. So I'm going to say Drew McIntyre wins this match, and I'm going to say he walks out as the new champion to start off the show. So we'll have to see. But speaking of championship matches, these are actually all championship matches. We got another championship match. It's Chad Gable. The new Chad Gable is he's taking on Sami Zayn. Chad Gable, guys, just making Maxine and Otis and Tozawa feel like complete garbage no matter what they do or no matter how hard they try to please Chad Gable. So Chad Gable and Sami Zayn obviously going back and forth. And I've heard it on other podcasts. I think the story that's going to be really interesting to going forward is the Chad Gable and Otis storyline. Because is this where we finally see Otis turn on Chad Gable? They've been saying it for a few weeks. They've been teasing it a little bit here and there. But nothing has officially happened yet. So we'll have to see what happens with this. But I do believe we'll have Alpha Academy out there. I think we'll see all three of them. Maybe Maxine leaves, Tozawa leaves. And then I think that we're going to see Otis turn on Chad Gable, finally turn babyface more than he already is. I mean, Otis, I should say. I said Tucker. Otis was talking about his good old buddy from Heavy Machinery, Tucker. That is right behind me that I could show you here after we take the picture off. But he was talking about Otis. Otis was talking about Tucker. He was talking about Mandy Rose. He was talking about his briefcase. And that's just stuff that, Otis has had to deal with. So I think seeing the storyline of Chad Gable and Otis going forward is going to be really interesting and seeing what happens. So I'm going to say Sami Zayn wins the title, wins the match with a little help of Otis. And yeah, I know I said in my early SummerSlam prediction show that we could very well see Otis, or we could see Chad Gable against Sami Zayn. Well, we're getting it a little bit early. So I'm going to say my new prediction for SummerSlam is Otis taking on Chad Gable, maybe for that IC champion. We'll have to see. But Sami Zayn walking out of Clash as your champion. So now let's get to another championship match. And it is a women's championship match, that is. It's Piper Niven making her hometown in the world title match. She's going to be in her hometown, I should say. In her hometown, Piper Niven, Bayley, going to go down. They're going to put on a good match. I think it's going to be a great one. I would like to say that Piper's going to win. And honestly, out of all the matches, I feel like this is the one we could possibly have a title change. But then again, I don't know if they're going to have Piper win. And there's something about being in their hometown that they don't like giving the superstars the win for some reasons. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. But they just really do not like giving the women the wins. Any superstar, women, men, anybody, tag teams, they don't want to give nobody wins in their hometown for some reason. So I'm going to say it's a very good match. I think they'll go out there and kill it. But I'm going to say in the end that Bayley walks out, still your women's champion, and we'll see who her next opponent would be at Money in the Bank. Or maybe she doesn't compete until SummerSlam. Maybe she don't compete until, we'll have to see when Bayley competes again. But I'm going to take Bayley to pick up the win and win this match and walk out still your women's champion. Speaking of championship and speaking of women's championships, now it's time for the 6-woman tag team match. It's Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Shayna Baszler just got done getting that butt whooped by Lola Vice in NXT Underground at NXT Battleground. But now a week later, she gets another opportunity, but this time she gets a title opportunity as she takes on the team of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn on the Unholy Union as they take on the women's tag team champions. I don't think they've given themselves a name, but it's Jade Cargill, it's the Storm, and it's the EST Bianca Belair as they are your women's tag team champions. Now, we're going to keep this one short and sweet because there's really not too much to say about this one. But I'm going to say Zoe Starks, Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, and Shayna Baszler do not win this match. I think they'll put on a great show. I think they'll go out there and they'll have a great match for about 9 minutes. But in the end, you guys already know, there's no way Jade and Bianca are losing the titles right now. We probably could see them have the titles for a very long time. And maybe we do not see them. Maybe we see them break up. And then maybe we see them fight at WrestleMania next year. Maybe they're still the tag champs at WrestleMania. I don't know. But this is the one match I just do not see in the titles changing for 100% accuracy. I think I'm 100% right on this one. So, keep it short and sweet. I love Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, the Unholy Union. I do love Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks as singles competitors. The tag team just is what it is. So, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair are going to keep beating the titles. And honestly, I have no idea who's going to beat them. I mean, I would say maybe the KC twins just to give them a little bit of a boost. But then again, I don't know, guys. So we're gonna stick with Jade and Bianca to pick up the win. So now it is time for the main event of the show. And yes, guys, I know we've only been here for 10 minutes, but there's only 5 matches. And I mean, there's only so much time that I could talk about these matches. So as I said, guys, keep leaving your comments, keep leaving your questions, your concerns, if you have any. That's how we'll stay here a little bit longer. But the show will be over in about 10 minutes. So if you got anything you want to say now, let me know, because we will not be back here live until tomorrow when we do the simulation of these matches at Clash at the Castle. So in this match, it is time, though, for the main event. It is AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, the new AJ Styles, as he takes on, and they take on, the American Nightmare, our WWE World Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. It's our guy, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles, in the main event of Clash at the Castle. I do believe that this will be the main event. It could be Priest and Drew, but with the I Quit match, I think that it would only make sense for this to be the match, to main event the show. So, AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, gonna kill it, gonna tear it down, and I cannot wait to see what they do. I love I Quit matches. There haven't been a lot of I Quit matches as of late, as of recently. I know there's been a couple in NXT, but we don't see them as often as we used to back in the day, like the good ones where we had JBL and John Cena. We had Randy Orton and John Cena. We had Miz and John Cena. John Cena competed in a lot of them. I know Stone Cold competed in one. There's been a lot of great I Quit matches. Go and check them out. The other I Quit match that we saw, most recent, was Roman Reigns and Jey Uso inside Hell in a Cell. It was an I Quit Hell in a Cell match, which was really interesting. But I'm excited to see this. And like I said, you guys know how much I love these matches. I cannot wait. It's going to be great. But in reality, do we really see enough? This one might be as obvious as the women's tag team titles. AJ Styles, I know we love him. I know we appreciate him, but he's not winning the title here, guys. He's just not. I'm sorry. He's not. AJ Styles is not winning the title here. And I know you guys don't want to hear it. I know you guys don't want to see it, but it's just the truth. So, AJ Styles, I love you, bro. You're going to put up a great fight. But in the end, we're going to see AJ Styles say those 2 words, and we're going to see Cody Rhodes standing tall at the end of Clash at the Castle. Will we get shenanigans? We probably get the OC coming out. Maybe we get a tag team to help Cody. I mean, Cody's got a couple boys. We will also see Cody Rhodes on NXT tonight, so maybe he has a little interaction with Ethan Page. Maybe he's like, hey, I need some help for this Saturday. You all come to Scotland with me. So we'll have to see. But in the end, Cody Rhodes walking out your winner and still your WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. So now at this time, guys, we're going to go to the chat. We're going to talk about it. They could add a match. They could if they very well wanted to. They could add Logan Paul and LA Knight on Friday. We'll have to see. But I don't know if they will add any more matches. You guys know as of late, they've really been liking these 5 matches per pay-per-view and everything else like that. So I do think that they're going to keep the 5, maybe 6 matches at most. And I think that's what we're going to see for the card. So we previewed all the matches. Now let's get to the chat. Let's see what you guys are all saying. And then we're going to say goodbye because I got to go continue to pack and record stuff. So let's see where we were at in the chat. If Chad Gable gives up his moment, then Otis goes face. Yeah, I agree with that. Hassan said Bailey. Kinky said Bailey. We got the Southside Boys. What's up? What's up, Southside Boys? I'm glad I did enjoy WWE NXT Battleground last Sunday before Father's Day. Father's Day is this Sunday, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. What's up, Ava? Kinky says, I vote for Cody Rhodes. I vote for Cody Rhodes, too. Hey, what's up? And the last comment, Forbidden Door, guys, yes, we will. And I will explain to you guys what we will be doing for Forbidden Door, since we will not be live for Forbidden Door. As you guys know, we will be starting our break next Thursday. Next Thursday will be our last live shows. We will have a Southside Boys episode, and then we will be live here on Thursday night, and it will be our last live show until July 8th, or July 6th, I should say, because Money in the Bank will be our first ever show and our first show in the new house. So, appreciate you guys all for that. But I will explain Forbidden Door this Sunday, and we'll get to that after I show you the rest of the schedule for this upcoming week. So tomorrow, guys, we will be here live. I got to talk to Willie to see what time. I'm thinking late afternoon, nighttime though. So, tomorrow, WWE 2K24. Let's simulate all the matches that we just talked about. And let's see what WWE 2K24 has to decide on who's walking out of Scotland, Glasgow, Scotland, as your winners, and all of your champions. Still new, we'll have to find out. And then Thursday, as I just said, we'll be here next Thursday for it. But we also will be here this Thursday at 5 o'clock for the White Sox and the Southside Boys. The White Sox guys just continue every single day to blow leads like they're blowing things out of a shooter, out of a cannon, out of a shirt cannon, whatever they're doing. White Sox trade rumors getting hot. We want prospects. They want Garrett Crochet. They want Luis Robert. We'll tell you what the Southside Boys think about it all. As we talk about this past week, we talk about the Houston Astros. I will be going next Wednesday, and then we'll talk about the Diamondbacks. The White Sox play at 8 o'clock until Saturday night. Sunday will be their first day game, so that's exciting. I'm so excited to sit up until 11 o'clock to watch these losers lose every day. But then Friday, we'll be back here as it's the go-home show for Battleground on the SmackDown brand. We got Tama Loa. We got Nick Aldis, LA Knight, Logan Paul. Will we see that match official for Scotland? We'll have to find out. So, Friday night, 1 and less than 24 hours away to Scotland. Come and hang out. Saturday, we'll be here live for Clash at the Castle in Scotland. Come and hang out as we watch these 5 matches and we see everything else going down. And we'll watch it as it's our last premium live event, pay-per-view in my house. So, speaking of my house, and speaking of this break I keep talking about, guys, next Sunday on the TTW episode, Tino Talks Wrestling, we will talk a little wrestling, but I'm also going to use this episode to tell you guys what's next for the channel, what the break means, what the break entails, how long the break will be, what episodes will be coming out, and everything else like that. So this Sunday, you will get all the information that you need to know. We will still be here live next week for Monday Night Raw. We'll be here live Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but we will not be here live for SmackDown. So this SmackDown will actually be our last SmackDown too in this house. So we got a lot of things, guys. I'm not going nowhere. We ain't leaving you fully behind, but I'll explain everything on Sunday on the TTW episode. So, guys, I want to say thank you to everybody that did come here and hang out. I know this preview show is a little bit earlier in the day. I know a lot of you guys may be still at work, but I hope you guys check it out. Go let me know what you guys think, and let me know who you think's going to walk out at all these matches at Clash at the Castle. So, guys, remember to go become a member. Leave a super chat. Go get yourself some merchandise on bonfire.com/Tino's Time. Go and do all that good stuff. We got to give away today's MVP, and let's give it to Hassan. Hassan, you are tonight's MVP. So, thank you, Hassan, and thank you to everybody that did come here and hang out. But, guys, go do all that good stuff. Go follow the Southside Boys, Tino Time. But make sure before you leave, you double check, you triple check, you hit that like button, you subscribe on the road to 3K, and you turn that notification button on so you know when we go live next, and that will be tomorrow for WWE 2K24 Clash at the Castle Simulation. So, Guys, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, and I'll see you guys all back here tomorrow here on Tino's Time.